Hi, my name is Sarah Blaze, and I'll be doing my picture book project on a book called The Couch Potato by Jory John and Pete Oswald. So to start this picture book project out, how appropriate is the content for the intended age level? So the intended age level for this book is 4 to 8 years old. And what this book is about is this little couch potato who lives on his glorious couch that has all these buttons that do all these different things and get him all these different things that he needs. And the best part about him is there's this big curtain that he has that flips out to all of these screens. And one day, everything goes completely dark. And he has to open the curtains and he sees the outside world. And he figures out how to go about and he explores this outside world. And I feel like right now in this day and age with everything being virtual, it just shows kids that putting the screens away and getting outside is a good idea. So this book I think would appeal to children. I mean, adults can understand it more than children can, but I feel like a lot of kids this day and age, parents give them tablets and things, and getting outside is very important for kids. Are ace gender and stereotypes supported? For the most part, I think so. I mean, they're potatoes. They don't really have a gender or a race. They're just potatoes. The illustrations. In what ways do the illustrations help create the meaning of the text? So I feel like the illustrations really follow along with the book and what it's talking about. You know, he talks about being outside and all the different things he sees outside. But then, you know, it does talk about, you know, all his different screens he has and different things he has in his couch. Do the illustrations extend the text in any way? Do they provide clues to the action of the story? Some of them, they have like different like power words in them, so I feel like that just adds an extra effect. And are the pictures accurate and consistent with the text? Yeah, every picture in the book, you know, describes, you know, the text that's right by it. Yeah. Medium and style of illustrations. The medium that the illustrator chose is like a cartoon drawing. So he's got his little cartoons, potatoes, just living life and doing things and having fun. And is it appropriate? Absolutely. I mean, I feel like all kids can see that these potatoes are just having fun. How did the illustrator use line, shape, or color? There's just so much color. I mean, not an overpowering amount of color, but a good amount of color in this book, especially after he goes outside and he's seeing the world for the first time. I would describe the style of the illustration as, you know, they're very appropriate for the story, very easy to understand and see and get an image of what this little potato is doing in his life. And yes, it is appropriate. Alright, so the size of the book is pretty big, but I feel like it makes the illustrations and the text just that much easier to see and read. The jacket, does it express the theme of the book? So the jacket is similar to the main cover of the book, but it does show this little potato sitting on his couch and all his different buttons and things around him, like his little dog, Tater Tot. Yeah. And the quality of the paper, it is a little bit thicker than like normal. It almost feels like cardstock. So very durable book. So how does this work similar to or different from other works by this author and illustrator? So Jory John and Pete Oswald have 3 other books that I know of. One is called The Bad Seed, The Good Egg, and The Cool Bean. So all of them I feel like teach very good life lessons that kids need to know. I mean, this one being that it's good to put away the screens and, you know, go outside and see the world outside. But we can have our time on screens. You know, these books teach really good life lessons. They're very similar in their illustrations and text-wise. how is this similar or different to from other books with the same subject or theme? I know that there are books that talk about, you know, screen time and how it's important to get away from screen time. I honestly haven't read any of them. Um, but I feel like with children, they do need to understand that putting the screens away is a good idea and getting outside and exploring is important as, you know, learning things virtually. Will this book make a contribution to the growing body of children's literature? I think so, absolutely. Um, and I think this book will be around for a while, especially with what we're going through now with most kids being virtual in school or finally getting to go back, but having been virtual, you know, almost the past year. I think it really will show them that screens are a good thing to put away, go outside, explore our world. There's so many more things outside of this world other than just staring at screens.